How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Poker Night at the Inventory, and in today's episode we are going to guess what? We're going to play poker. Could you have guessed that? Anyway,
I am sorry. I do not have
seems like
this
Heavy
money.
has an offer.
I did, but Sasha has been very good lately, and I wanted to get her gifts. The money is gone.
Gifts.
I have no choice.
Aw, you gotta play!
It's a shame, like,
I have
they
no
never
choice
tackled
but to
hosts.
buy in with Sasha, so
How
I can
Heavy
keep
doesn't
honor.
have... Like, he
It's
has other
it's-
miniguns.
beautiful.
It is,
I
it's
hope
pretty
this
fucking
is all right.
badass.
I see no
Kind of a
problem with
weird
it.
lack of sound
Whoever
effects.
knocks him out will receive his buy-in.
So this is how I wanted to separate this series into episodes. Episode 1 is the standard episode. Oh, I have a new board, pretty cool, with Max as a little devil. So in the first episode, I just played poker and I won. While in this
I am out.
episode, you know, Heavy placed
I'm
his
folding
bet.
ace.
And I'm gonna win this bet. And in the next episode, I'm gonna hope that someone else places their bet, their special item, and I'm gonna try to win them. So while I was recording this Let's Play, I recorded like a lot of the fucking game. And I deleted a lot of the episodes because
Strike first
I
and
would
go for
record,
the throat.
someone would place their bet.
Maybe
Oh, and if
instead
I
of
ever pause
doing
the game and you
anything,
see that I'm
I'll just
actually
go
on
into a
minus
meditative
money,
state.
it's because sometimes when I start a new
Blair and
game,
the big fat heron, Aaron Blair and the big fat heron. Calling.
and characters wouldn't place their bets, or I would have gotten, wouldn't place their item, or they would have placed something I already gotten. I just simply restarted. I didn't figure out that you can restart, so I just simply
I'm
lost
gonna
on
check.
purpose until I fucking started a new
Okay.
round. So that's why I lost so much money. Not to mention there were some episodes where it started exactly how I meant. Like for example, Heavy placed his minigun and I was gonna win, but then I was like, you know what? I fucked up at the end and I
I'm
lost.
just going to put in the same amount of chips
So
as
I
you
was
did,
like, I'm not
but
gonna
also
fucking-
a lot more.
I don't want to make the series so long with episodes where I lose. There's, I think, 2 episodes where I lose, but I still win the item. So I was like, ah, whatever. I'm not sure about this episode. Did I won or what?
Yeah, I'm out.
Folded. Had nothing,
bad wins
nothing
the
good.
Thanks, guys.
I feel like with poker, my downfall is I'm always like, maybe I'll get a straight, maybe I'll get a flush, and then I never do. I remember when I was playing Yakuza 2, and that episode where I spent the whole fucking episode, a whole 1 hour, over 1 hour long
I'm
episode,
not sure what
where
I did to
all I did
deserve
was
these
sit in a
cards.
fucking...
Perhaps calling that lady a megatwat yesterday has had some karmic
Megatwat.
impact.
And in that fucking poker minigame, I don't know what the fucking deal is, but you never fucking get like flushes or anything. The best you can hope for is 3 of a
Hey,
kind.
I call.
I think I got a straight one time, and I was like, holy shit, I won, like, holy fuck.
He's free.
I got a monster here. It's the green one, Ultra Paradise. I think I had it. I remember fucking having it before.
Again. Don't be afraid, tiny man. It is just small wager.
Last time we had this mix one, right? The mix
Nope.
with double X.
Oh, all right.
It was pretty good, so I guess the Ultraviolet is the one that I
Call
don't
this
like.
baby bet.
Except it's weird because I remember saying that I do like Ultraviolet, so I guess I gotta check out Ultraviolet again. No, wait, maybe it's because there's 2 different Ultra Purple
I'll be
ones?
the one to put some money in. Scared
Is that the
tease.
case? Fuck, there's a mixed one which just
I
has a purple
fall.
can. And there's like an Ultra one that also has a purple can, and I think that one is the one I fucking dislike. And the
I'm
normal
back.
Ultra one, the one that everybody puts in memes, and I hate that one. Also the mule one, which I thought was gonna be pretty cool, wasn't that great. I thought it would be maybe like a coffee flavored one. Wasn't great. Oh yeah, the coffee flavored ones, they were kinda shitty. Actually no, they were pretty good. But the problem with those I have
The
is
player
that
wins
they
the hand.
cost a lot of money for a small can of a coffee flavored monster. It's actually more like a monster flavored coffee, to be honest. And I like them, and I wish they would just fucking sell them for like normal prices in the normal sized can, like this one for example right here. I really like this one so far.
I'm in.
Oh,
And it was for a normal price. And I know monsters aren't cheap to begin with, but I really like them though.
tiny heavy.
I love that. He calls
What is it?
he calls
You
strong
get
bad
the
tiny
nightmares.
heavy.
I get the Ghibli nightmares. There's this one where Homestar is a giant cheese blintz, and Marzipan holds me at gunpoint and makes me eat him. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I think that's what he is
I am
from.
talking about visions of endless suffering. Dead doctors everywhere. Spy cannot be found.
No, but that sounds like the Ghiblis, man.
I don't
I
know.
do not
Spies
like this
cannot be found
gibberish.
sounds good. I guess that's his job.
Hey, that's not a real bat!
Yeah, heavy.
Okay, I raised.
It's a lot of character development in a fucking game like this. You know
I
what I
am all
figured?
in.
I know who Heavy is. How can I possibly not?
Cool, whatever.
But
You should know that I've been using my latent psychic
for
abilities
example,
to see
Tycho, I
everyone's
have no
cards
fucking
this
idea who
entire
he is,
time,
and I figured
agree
that
with your decision. Yeah, fold.
a cool thing I guess I could do is just like,
I fold.
if you don't know what the fuck Heavy is, I could
The
just
heavy wins the hand.
I forget how scary I am
read.
sometimes.
I don't want to read the TF2 wiki because they kind of fucking go into like specifications of like how much health Heavy has, how much fucking thing he does. I kind of want to fucking check out like, unless it goes into his like backstory.
I'm gonna call.
See it as like,
I
due to
call.
his slow speed, the Heavy is the situational
I will
utility
play.
class. It's like I don't care. I want to fucking like read up his backstory
call.
from the comics and shit. 5 CP push strategies. Teams will be rarely use a Heavy at the start of a 5 CP map. I don't fucking care.
I'm betting.
Anti-heavy classes, the sniper, the spy. You know what? I feel like
Fold.
Just a friendly, casual raise.
there you go.
These are full.
There's a different section for heavy.
All in.
That was heavy as in a class, but there's heavy as in as the character. I really
don't get
love the
pushed
TF2
around.
wiki because
Maybe
when you
you
look
do.
something up, you actually get like a 3D
I'm
model
calling.
you can rotate around, and it's just very nice. His icons on it. And it's interesting because it's not like Team Fortress 2 official wiki is like the fandom wiki. It's just like a fucking normal wiki made for TF2. You know what's another thing I kinda was hoping how these episodes would have played out? Heavy places a bet, and then he's the last to be defeated, and then I defeat him. That would have been the like perfect
Yeah.
way to go, right?
Strongbad has a pair of
So that I get like
sevens.
all this like unique
Tycho
dialogue
has
he says when
a
he's
pair
the only
of
one left.
eights. Tycho
But
wins
I
the
think
hand.
there was
Wasn't
an
holding
episode where
Pokemon
Max
cards over
places
here.
his item, and then he loses like midway through the game,
Strongbad
and
has
then I
been
have to win
eliminated
the
from
item.
play.
I don't even know why I sign up for these things. Lame appearance fees just get gobbled up by the cheats Jaffa Cake's problem anyhow.
Actually, to get an item, I have to bust out somebody out of the game, but what if someone else's busts out the character
I
when
am
that
in
character places
and
an
ready
item?
to
Does that other
crush
character get the
baby
item?
men.
Because
Colin.
I don't really know who the fuck, how the fuck that works. So, you know the items, like for example, I was gonna point that out. Heavy said that this is Sasha,
Checking. It's the cool thing to do.
which, I don't know, I guess Heavy could have modified Sasha. He mentioned how he gave her lots of gifts, so perhaps this is what he meant by gifts. That he gave her like a whole fucking makeover, and now Sasha looks nothing like it does in the game. Because the
Oh,
minigun he
check.
placed
You know what I love?
is actually called
that?
Iron Curtain. And be-
Destroying wave after wave of the undead.
Word up. How do you roll?
Roll?
With my trusty sidearm, of course.
I'm more of an auto shotgun guy.
Ooh.
That's cool.
This is good weapon, no?
Sam and I had to limit ourselves to pistols when our cleaning bills started going through the roof.
Tell me about it. It's like Icker. OxyClean ain't cutting it.
This pelt is
You
dry
can
clean
get
only.
Sam's revolver for spy, but I have no idea how you get it.
Checking this.
I don't know where the fuck you get it from. I get might be just a weapon.
Tycho has
You
a
get
pair
from
of
like
eights.
crafting or whatever.
The heavy
It's kind of like
has
the upper hand in
pair of
TF2. How do you get
nines.
the upper
The
hand?
heavy wins the
Crafted,
hand.
or
Did you think I was out of ammunition?
Or you
Even
can-
then, I would just crush your tiny head in my
what we can do
hands.
instead is, or we can
The
buy it.
blinds are now 200
For real money.
400.
but I think the way that it originally was supposed to get, I think people who pre-ordered Counter-Strike Go would have get the fucking weapon in TF2, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, so he placed this weapon, which is our Iron Curtain, which he claimed that it's Sasha, which then I was talking about how it's kind of a shame that Heavy never like brings up his other guns, like Natasha. There's other guns with names that he has.
I am raising.
There's a whole Gatling gun that sucks. There's Tomislav, that's pretty cool. I like Tomislav. There's the Dragon gun that I don't like, but see a lot of people use because it's a good anti-spy weapon. Because it sets Heavy on fire.
I'll check that.
It doesn't set him on fire. It makes like a fire ring around him when he shoots. He also has...
I'm folding.
And the Iron Curtain is just a reskin of the
The
default
heavy
one.
wins the hand.
It does Natasha, which I don't even know what the fuck it
I
does.
love this game.
I forgot. I think it just like shoots faster or some shit like that. Oh, I think it also slows enemies down when you shoot them. So it makes it easier
You
to
know,
shoot,
there's something
keep
about
shooting
the
them.
rotting, acrid smell of bad hole cards that makes me want to bet huge. But I'll fold.
You know, this monster
am
does
raising.
leave a weird aftertaste in my mouth. Yeah,
It's
so
like
as
when
I
you draw
mentioned,
like 9 mana in a fucking row. Anybody?
if you go back to my TF2 Let's Play
Promise,
that I've actually
if you
done
fight
recently,
me, it will not last long.
it's kind
I
of funny
kill
since
quick,
Heavy is here.
But not cleanly.
So it's like
I'm
two different
sorry.
Let's Plays where Heavy is, and it's not even like two
The
different
Heavy wins
TF2
the
games or
hand.
anything like that. It's
It
only
is
one
mine.
TF2 game, I mean. But in the Heavy episode, which is episode what? 14? I think it's 14, yeah. It is. And in that episode I actually used the Iron Curtain.
You know, these cards actually smell like detritus.
Because
I am going to play
this is
one.
not my first time playing the game. I legit bought this game and beat it and got everyone's item just to use them in TF2
It's good,
because I used to
Jack.
be just so fucking obsessed with TF2 back in the day that I would have downloaded these like free-to-play games just to get like one hat
I
in a different game. I remember I was so fucking pissed. There's like this game that nobody gives a fuck about, and I
Check
remember
City,
it just
USA.
oh, I got a fucking flush. Well, I'm betting the fuck out of it. And
We raise.
oh, raise it. Come on.
Nope.
Ah, shit. Motherfucker saw through me.
Heavy goes all in.
He goes all in with the 18,000 he had. I'm going all in. Am I gonna win his item? What you got, Heavy? Oh, fuck. You got a pair of jacks. Or jokers.
The player has
A flush.
flush. The heavy has a pair of jacks.
I do love how he
The
says
player
it.
wins the hand.
How can little baby play giant man cards?
Yeah, right? How can I do it? I don't know. How the fuck Heavy didn't get eliminated? He went all in. I don't get it.
I will play.
There's some rules to poker that I don't exactly understand.
I'll play.
I think there's one faults. I mean, faults is like, I mean, blinds. It's when someone folds and then they get a blind. So they kind of have to.
I am
so
going to
it-
play this one.
You know, so they can't just keep fucking folding.
Foldsville.
But one thing I don't understand is like, when can you call and when do you have to bet or raise? I think it's like when someone before you bets money and then you have to like bet the amount of money or more, so you raise, right? You bet, you give the same. But when the fuck do you do the checking? Because in this game it's like when I had an option to check, I would check, but sometimes I was like, oh, I don't know. And also with these pauses, if you see me pausing like that and just not doing anything, I probably was thinking like, what the fuck? can I
Checking is
possibly
lame.
get?
Unless you are Czech, which I would find amusing.
Oh,
I'm not.
check.
Heavy's Russian though. That's kind of close, right? Kind of is. Yeah, I told a story about my
Yeah,
trip to
I
Slovakia
bet.
last time. He said that. Yeah, so, and also like on Engineer and my Scout, you can see that I'm actually using the Luger pistol that Max bets in this game, which is also a
I would check
reskin of the
those cards
default
too. Am I in your
pistol. I
head?
think every single one of the weapons you get in this
I bet all chips.
are just
Sweet.
I Oh shit.
You would fight me?
I think I'm gonna call.
It is not advisable.
Why am I folding? I got 3 of a kind. No, why did I fold it? I got 3 of a kind. Oh wait, because
Mikhail,
everybody has a 3 of a kind, so
house.
they might have fucked me up with a higher card
The
or a
heavy
full house,
has
for example, like Max just did.
house.
Oh shit.
Saboteur, you somehow managed to cheat in the exact same way I did.
Let's
Mr.
see, I'm
Weapons,
pointing out.
I'm in the market for a
Mr.
new
Weapons.
firearm. Something classy and understated to supplement my daily driving.
For you, I would not recommend minigun, then. You know, there is this fast baby man who annoys me greatly with shotgun.
What
Fast
are the
baby
available
man.
options? I'll spring for leather.
Ah, this is good for you. I suggest force of nature.
Excellent. I'll head down to the dealership tomorrow and tell them Heavy Weapons Guy sent me.
There is
Manco
no
weapons.
need. I know guy.
Who's Saxton Hale? I guess that's who they are talking about. Oh yeah, I brought up this fucking Heavy article that I was meant to read.
don't
Heavy Weapons
know.
Guy, more commonly known as the
call.
Heavy, is a towering hulk of a man hailing from the USSR. He is the largest and possibly most
I'll call
dangerous
that.
class in TF2, boasting the most default health and devastating...
I raise.
Default? Oh, the most default
Who knew
health. I was like,
cards
the
were
most
capable of
default one
summoning?
behind 20 something. I understood that wrong. Health
I
and
fold.
devastating firepower from his trusty minigun. The Heavy is no pushover. The Heavy's minigun can inflict heavy damage at a rate fire, allowing him to mow
Tiny
down
bit
opponent
the size
babies,
of the
cowards, and
tiny
teeny men in
Heavy.
seconds. The Heavy's movement speed is his main weakness. Upon revving up or firing his minigun, his already unimpressive speed drops to an even lower amount, making him a very easy target for snipers and spies. His slow speed makes him more dependent on support from medics and engineers to keep him in the fight.
The heavy wins the hand.
Aside
win?
from
I don't even remember cards.
what? Oh, aside from decimating
blinds are now
entire teams, the
300,
Heavy is able to
600.
provide further support from his comrades with an often required health boost via his sandwich. Just something I did use in the latest episode of TF2 where I played as
If I was
Heavy,
capable
but I
of
didn't
lucid
give it to
frustration,
anybody. I
I'd take
just
the
ate it
dealer out
all
into the
myself.
alley and give him what
Which, when
for.
consumed, is capable of healing him to full health. It can also be dropped to provide an instant 50% health boost to his teammates,
Well,
systematically equal to a minigun medium health kit. However, if the Heavy isn't careful, an enemy may pick up the dropped
I am
sandwich for a
not
health boost
betting,
of their own.
But I do
Also,
not
there's
quit.
a banana in the
Okay,
game
I
that
checked.
Heavy can equip. I remember I used to use the chocolate, which I
Check,
forgot
check.
what they called
On
it.
my sandwich. Cha cha cha.
There's a chocolate bar that you can use, and I think what it did, it healed you for less, but it
I
would like
bet.
give you, it kind of would like over
No
heal
way.
you, which I used to like, but I think then they might have nerfed it, and that was like, I stopped
The
using it.
heavy wins the
There's
hand.
also
Ha ha ha. This is easy game.
a fish stick, but I think that might be a reskin of one of the weapons. I think it's actually a reskin of the chocolate. And there's also a banana, which I'm not sure, but you can. I think it would be hilarious if you
gonna
drop
fall.
it on the ground and for someone to
I am
slip on
in
it.
and ready to crush baby men.
I don't think it's the case. I think you just
call
drop it
that.
and someone can heal himself with, but that would be hilarious if it had like a double function. For example, it heals you for slightly less, but you can drop it for someone to heal themselves for, let's say, even more than a normal sandwich. But if an enemy picked it up, instead of them being healed by more than a normal amount of that sandwich would give you, it would give a
Checking.
slip. Which I don't think that's what happens, but that would be pretty fucking cool.
I can
Which one
call
can
your
blah, blah,
bet
blah.
and by sandwich.
However, blah
I'll
blah
call.
blah. Heavy is the face of Team Fortress 2 and the character many players often think of when they hear of the game. He appears prominently
Betting.
in box art, promotional materials, and loading screens. He starred in the very first Meet the Team video, and he has appeared in all further videos to date. The Heavy is voiced by Gary Schwartz, who
Check.
also voices Demo Man, and I remember that he made he
I'll
was a
raise.
character in the Super Mario Super Show. He played
What
like
is
a
friend? Big friend.
in a live action segment of that
Well,
show.
I've come this far. It's time to come up
He
painfully
played
short.
a character. I forgot who.
The
he played.
player
He played like
wins the
the
hand.
doctor that came over. I think fucking. Because I think he fucking like Mario hit himself on the fucking head or some shit.
Yeah.
Heavy's name is Misha, short for Mikhail.
I'm out.
Mikhail? I thought his name was just Misha.
Time to go all in.
That's kinda cool.
Oh,
USSR job mowdown. Motto, sure and good. Description, like a hibernating bear, the Heavy appears to be a gentle giant, also like a bear, confusing his deliberate, sleepy demeanor with gentleness will get you ripped limb from limb. Though he speaks simply and moves with an economy of energy that's often confused with napping, the Heavy isn't dumb. He's not your big friend, and he generally wishes that you would just shut up before he has to make you shut up.
Right.
Max has 3 of a kind.
Strategy.
The
Is that just
player
recapping?
has
Where's the story?
ace high. Max wins the hand.
It's taunt
I'm gonna
attack.
buy me a scepter, and I can't
But,
promise
is there,
I
like,
won't
trivia?
wave it around in front of you, forever reminding you of this
Ah,
moment.
there you go. Guest appearances. Poker night at the inventory. Non-playable
Mr. Reynolds,
character.
how do you like your line of work?
Oh, I love this.
it is good. There are many benefits.
Ooh, like a free pass to snuff out bad guys or a waffle bar in the commissary?
You gotta love your job. That's what I always thought in life. If you're gonna go through life with working a
And
job you
full
hate,
dental.
I hate that thought.
Check.
Full dental, I guess might keep referencing how. Oh shit! So
Checking.
medic can heal your teeth back.
I bet.
Remember the medic video? He healed Scout back to health.
I don't think so.
I got 2 pair, but
The Heavy wins the hand.
Have 2.
You didn't
Oh,
have
never
to
mind, I
just
folded.
give me the money.
Sorry, I was reading. Whatever. Battle Nations, a usable character. What the fuck? Dungeon Defenders, non-playable character. Familiar. I guess he's like a companion you can summon.
Okay, I
That's what a
fold.
familiar is, I guess.
I am going to play this one.
Strange.
I'm good.
Hero Academy, usable character. Oh, this is my favorite part. Sonic and the Sega All-Star Racing as a part
I
of the
am
Team
betting.
Fortress playable character alongside Spy and
Oh.
Pyro, PC version only. Which is the one I'm gonna record when I'm finally gonna get to that game, because I actually meant to record a let's play of that game.
I bet.
And who knows, maybe I will actually play as Team Fortress.
I'll raise.
And you know what's the funniest part about their appearance?
Giant man
Well,
not
first of all,
get
it's a
pushed around.
Sega focused game, and Heavy, Pyro, and Spy make appearances in it as a team,
Damn,
racing a
son.
car. It's fucking ridiculous.
Fold.
And what? Who the fuck is that guy at the
It
bar?
won't
He kind of
kill
looks
you
like
to
he's out
call.
of. He's probably out of Sam and Max, actually. I forgot. Sam and Max has human hair.
The Heavy wins the hand.
I will
In the
take
cartoon, there was
this
like this
one,
little
too.
girl that followed them around everywhere they go.
The blinds are now 400, 800.
Yeah, and what the fuck I was talking about? Oh yeah, Sonic. Yeah, that's my favorite Sonic game, probably. The All-Star Racing Transformed, and probably my second favorite kart racer.
Fold.
Right behind Crash
I
Team
am
Racing
in
Nitro Fuel.
and
because
ready
that
to
game is
crush,
unfucking
baby man.
matchable.
Calling.
And the funniest part is they didn't got the original voice actors to come back for this one role, which I was like, they should have just taken the fucking voice samples from like. Oh shit! What the fuck am I doing?
Effing A.
I don't know why
am
that I
in
went all in.
and ready to crush.
I think I was just like,
baby
I
man.
want Heavy to fucking get out of
I
here.
fold.
Look, he said all in, and then he just called me. What the fucking bullshit is this? Oh shit, we got the same cards. Did I foreseen that? Did I looked at his cards? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, if I got a 4. Totally got a straight. A 10. Oh, that's not good. What the fuck you're laughing at? You got the same cards as I do. And a 7.
OrosZ.
The player has
Nothing.
Jack high. The Heavy has Jack high.
Jack high. So we got shit. Well, at least I got half of his money, I guess. Did I? Or did I just get mine back? I don't know.
I will
Maybe I got
play.
even less, didn't I get 12,000? And I was like, why the fuck did I went all in?
Yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah, and
I can't stand to be left out.
Sonic and the Sega also. What else about that game? Well, it's a great fucking racing game. It's definitely better than the new one, the Sonic Team Racing. I played that game, I beaten it.
The Okay, I
Didn't
bet.
like this that much. Disappointed me with
I
how great the
raise.
previous ones were. It disappointed me with the character selection, way smaller than the previous ones.
There's
What the
always
fuck were
more
they
money.
thinking?
How often do you
I
get
do
the
not
chance
like
to
the
coldly
fucking
squash
fact
a man's hubris?
that it's kind of
Watch
like
out
a
now.
team
I'm all in.
focused game, like you have to help each other.
Oh, yowza.
I just want to fucking
Oh,
go
when I
against
see that
everybody.
many
I don't
chips
want
in
to
one
fucking
place, I wanna
cooperate.
coat my slick fur in cooking grease and roll around in them.
What was that, Tiny Chips? You all want to fight with me? This is best idea.
I like that. I sometimes say that.
Damn, son.
This is best idea. Oh, now he went all in.
Whoa.
OrosZ!
I'm going all in too. What the fuck? Oh shit! Everybody's all in. The episode's not over. What am I gonna lose? I guess maybe someone. Maybe not everybody's gonna get busted out. The heavy got his money back. I got 2 pairs. No wait, I got 3 of a kind. Oh shit, that's a good hand. No, that's it.
Very bad.
Max has 2 pair. The player has 3 of a kind.
That's better than
Tycho
2 pair,
has
right?
2 pair. The heavy has 2 pair. The player wins the hand.
Yeah, it's better.
The player wins the hand.
Well, I
If I
eliminated
bend
Tycho
over to pick
and
up this
Max.
chip off the floor, are you gonna bury your entire foot in my ass? This is an honest question.
The player wins the hand. Max has been eliminated from play.
That's the longest I've sat in one place since Sam and I decided to listen to the entire Season 2 director's commentary.
Yeah, so see,
Tycho
last
has been
episode Tycho
eliminated
was the
from
final
play.
character I had to
If
defeat.
anyone's got cab fare, that'd be much appreciated.
So it's kind of cool that this time around we fight Heavy over his weapon. Like he really doesn't want to give up his precious gun to me, right? Also, you know what I always like to imagine? That the main character that you play as is either Gordon Freeman or Claude from GTA 3.
Okay,
Making
I
it
check.
another fucking connection with some franchise. It could have been Gordon Freeman. Heavy is in here. He's a Valve game. From a Valve game, right?
I bet.
So, like, why the fuck wouldn't it be Gordon Freeman who's the main character playing the game? I like to imagine that's the case. And in the
Heavy
second one,
wins
maybe
the
you play as
hand.
Claude.
I forget how scary I am sometimes.
Yeah, you're not scary. Yeah. So that's the game. I don't know why the fuck they don't have the story.
I am going to play this one.
Like a recap of all the events in Heavy's life. Like his backstory of how he escaped from a gulag. He joined up with the mercenaries to support his family back in Siberia.
I checked once. Not so much
Decided
fun.
one of his sister dates Soldier in the
I
comics. I think his name was Zana. I always thought she was weird because when you first see her, she's kind of like a female Heavy. She's very dominant. She just straight up walks up to Soldier and she tells him like, "You make
No
love to me
shame
now."
in
And Soldier's like,
fall.
"All right." And then later she just appears to be like a complete dumbass.
The Heavy
Like she gets
wins
her
the
hand
hand.
cut off,
I am always winner.
and then she just kind of she doesn't seem to be aware of like what the fuck happened to my hand. I don't know, but it's kind of
I
cute.
do not
There's
know.
a cute little panel
We
in there where
race.
Heavy shows up and then Soldier calls him stepbrother. Zana's all excited that Soldier's gonna impregnate her. And then Heavy just has this fucking defeated,
okay.
annoyed look on him. He's like, oh, for fucking god.
These are check.
I think Heavy's religious. That's what I always wonder. Media
I am
characters, I'm
betting.
like, I wonder if they believe in God. Do you guys believe in God? I don't know what the fuck I believe in anymore. So I kind of lost
The
all my
heavy
faith in
has
everything.
2 pair.
The Heavy,
The
oh, that's
player
trivia
has
section. That's
a
always
pair
fun
of
to read.
queens.
The Heavy's
The
voice
heavy
actor, Gary
wins the
Schwartz.
hand.
Winning,
I thought it was
winning is
original next
almost
to
as fun
Steam.
as killing.
Voices the
Lines
Demo
are now
Man and
500,
Monoculus
1000.
as well. Monoculus is Demo Man's eye, because in the backstory of TF2, I don't remember which
I
comic
am
gets
in
into that, but
and ready to crush
now I wish these
baby
comics
man.
were physically printed. I would have fucking buy them, all of them. I fucking wait. I'm still waiting for the new one because they technically never finished the story. Well,
It's
it ain't never
free.
gonna happen unless Valve finally does something with their fucking beloved Team Fortress IP and they finally maybe do that spin-off that I heard rumors about. which they never specified. Is it a spin-off game? Is it like a
Oh,
spin-off
check.
show? I hope it's a show, because I would honestly fucking love to watch something like that. Maybe written by like the Valve writers, because they're always kind
I
of
am
cynical.
dead.
The writers of the comics, that'd be pretty fucking awesome.
The player
In the
has
style of the comics,
pair
that'd be
of
cool too.
tools.
Yeah, and
The heavy has a pair of tools. The heavy wins the hand.
in one of the comics, you know, in
This
the
is
Halloween
easy
events for Team
game.
Fortress 2, Marasmus is a character in those, and sometimes Marasmus would, no wait, not in the game, sometimes he summons like this
Alright,
haunted
I
eye
raise.
that flies around, shoots fucking fireballs, does a dark green,
Time to show your
whatever.
honor.
And
Can you beat
in
me?
the comics they explain that Demo Man, at some point in his childhood, was hired by Marasmus to clean up his evil
The
castle.
heavy wins the hand.
And he
It is
looked,
mine.
I believe he looked into the Bominomicon, which is a parody of the Necronomicon, but it's a book about bombs. And he looked into it and it cursed his
I will
eye,
play.
so Marasmus had to remove his eye from his head. That's why Demoman wears an eye
I
patch.
checked once.
He didn't blow
Not so
up
much
his
fun.
eye or blinded himself with an explosion. He just got his eye. His eye was cursed. It's more ridiculous than what it may seem at the beginning.
Oh,
Which,
I bet.
it's funny because in the comic they show that both his mom and his dad were blind. His dad was blind, which you might think that, oh, maybe his family just has a tendency to just lose eyesight, maybe due to their profession or just their fucking their DNA or something. But yeah, see how much balance? Mine is 50,000 because they fucking lost so much. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was looking at. Your poker name, Bobo Woodcoin. Woodcoin. Who the fuck made up this name? I never even knew there's like a fucking fake name displayed for me, Bobo Woodcoin. Guess it's not Gordon Freeman. Yeah, and that's the reason he has an eye patch and no eye, and this is monoculus. Which is funny because sometimes Marasmus might also summon Bominomicon, which is a book all about bombs, and Demoman is also all about the explosions and explosive devices. Why the fuck did I went into... Ah, fuck, I didn't check through this fucking footage that much. Yeah, see how much fucking money I lost? It's ridiculous, man. The Heavy's assault cannon from the original Team Fortress mod was inspired by the M134 minigun from the movie Predator. Well, I don't care about the original, that's a different character. That's what they did in the comics, that I think was the coolest part of the comics. They introduced...
No.
Well, reintroduced the
The
characters
player
from
wins
the
the hand.
original Team Fortress, now referred to as Team Fortress Classic, and they made them into bad guys, so the characters from Team Fortress 2 killed the characters from Team Fortress 1. For example, Sniper
Raise.
from TF2 killed the Sniper from TFC, which is pretty fucking cool. Even though the characters from TFC in the comics were like really interesting, like the old Sniper, he was like an old man. He kind of reminded me of The End, except more malicious. The song that the Heavy may sing as part of his response
It's
rules
good,
include Millie Balkier's song, the Volga
I am
or
dead.
whatever the song he sings. The emblem of the Heavy's sleeves was originally a skull and crossbones. This is still visible in Meet the Heavy and in the backdrop for TF2's library page on Steam. The English Meet the Heavy video uses
We
a low
separate
resolution model of
tiny men
Heavy.
from not tiny men.
All subsequent translated versions use a higher quality version.
Sidekick.
Translated versions.
I
Oh
am
yeah, because
folding.
I guess TF2 is in other languages too.
The player
It's funny
wins the
because
hand.
you know how Spy is French? In the French version they made him British, which is pretty funny. And I guess more fitting because he's a spy. And spies are always British.
I am going to play this one.
In English, well, the Heavy is the mascot of the Heavy Gulp, a brand of drinks sold in Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, I don't know how that ties into the whole Valve universe theory. You know how all the Valve games take place in the same time. It starts with Counter-Strike,
I
then it
checked
goes
this.
into... Actually, I think Counter-Strike and Left 4 Dead might be connected. And I guess TF2, as in TF2 is like a,
The Heavy wins the hand.
I don't know, cartoon
The
in
blinds are
the
now
universe of
600,
Counter-Strike and Left 4
1200.
Dead. But I don't think Half-Life and Portal take place. Half-Life and Portal are confirmed in the same universe, but I don't think they take place in the same universe as Counter-Strike and Left 4 Dead, because it's kind of hard to explain. So where the fuck did the zombies go, huh? Is it the same zombies as the ones in Left 4 Dead? Well, that's not the case. In the Left 4 Dead comic, The Sacrifice, the red heavy statue appears on Lewis's work desk during his collection. The heavy takes a starring role as one of the 4 main characters in a Telltale's game of Poker Night at the inventory. Never heard of it. Players can unlock the Iron Curtain for using Team Fortress 2 by knocking him out of the tournament, in which he buys the weapon instead of his normal 10,000. Describes his listening to Hugh Lewis on the battlefield helps him spirits up while fighting. His favorite movie are The Dirty Dozen and the first 20 minutes of Rocky 4. I guess because it's with Ivan Drago.
Kill you to call.
First 20 minutes. An in-game conversation suggests that Heavy is very educated, having gone to college and receiving a PhD in Russian literature. When asked if he uses his education in his line of work, he responds with more than you would think.
Fight me?
An image of Heavy makes a cameo as the King of Diamonds in the Team Fortress 2 Poker Night and Poker Night Alternative deck response, respectively, as well as the King of Hearts in the Team Fortress 2 deck. Heavy makes an appearance in Worms Reloaded as part of one of the forts. The rest of the fort is composed of Dust Ball, a plastic mask of the Heavy can also makes an appearance as one of the hats selectable for the player's Worm. The Gunner class of Monday Night Combat is a promo item resembling the Heavy's ammo belt named
The Heavy has a pair of kings.
See, that's the game I was talking about.
I will take
Monday
this
Night
one
Combat.
too.
Fucking sucks, but it had a lot of items you could unlock in TF2 if you played that game. Remember, it lagged like shit, but I still played it. The first Blue Team Heavy resembled John Henry. Why was it specifically Blue Heavy? Oh, maybe because the first Blue Team Heavy. So I guess TFC Heavy on a Blue Team. I guess different teams get different models. Yes. Heavy posted his first blog post on April 7, 2011, while Soldier was on jury duty. In the Meet the Director comic, it was revealed that the Heavy slept in a bed next to Sasha, who is in a smaller bed. It was also mentioned that the Heavy's father was a counter-revolutionary who was executed, and that his mother, sister, and himself were sent to a North Siberian gulag in September 1941. The gulag was destroyed and all prisoners escaped in December of the same year. In the Abominomicon comic, it was revealed that the Heavy worked to feed his family, meaning he is still in contact with them. This is confirmed in later comics where he is seen reuniting with his family in A Cold Day in Hell. The Heavy is a familiar, a pet in a game Dungeon Defenders. The 3 other TF2 familiars on the same game are Pyro, Medic, and Engineer. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that game is, actually, I have no idea. The Heavy appears in a teaser trailer in Dungeon Defenders where he fights against the Blue Team on the gravel pit. And gets pulled by the hero character Huntress into a portal in Dungeon Defender universe.
Who give you these cards?
The Heavy makes an appearance in the film Chef on a background of an iPad mini, while wearing the connoisseur's cap and eating a sandwich of Dust Ball's first stage.
Alright, I check.
That's kinda interesting. There's a bunch of pictures of Heavy, merchandise, figurines.
I am dead.
I guess they don't go into the story. It's a list of cosmetics. I'm pretty sure he has more.
Check.
It's a long list, but man, so many cosmetics in TF2. This is a long episode, man.
All in.
I was watching more Lupin the Third. There's a cool episode. It was pretty cool. It takes me a while to defeat Heavy. He's a strong fighter. In that episode,
the Heavy has a pair of 5s.
In that episode,
has 2 pair. The player wins the hand.
Some other thieves.
Big man cards.
Some other team composing of two thieves that were always outdone by Lupin. They apparently moved somewhere to Siberia. Speaking of Siberia. Into some abandoned Russian village where they
and ready to crush baby men.
I guess recruit a bunch of other criminals into like a cult, and they're a bunch of cultists, and they have a golden statue of Maria, or Mary, Jesus' mom. How do you say her name? Is it Mary or Maria, or Maria? I always said Maria.
I check too.
But I ain't so sure anymore. Oh, 2 pairs. But he also has 2 pairs. Higher
He's
card.
free.
Ah, fuck. Well, bet, I guess. I mean, fucking... We're both gonna get the same thing now. Stupid. Oh, unless
is
I have
not
a flush. No, I don't.
The player has
Pay
2
attention
pair.
whether I do or not. I like the
The
dealer.
heavy
Oh, he
has
had a
2
flush.
pair.
Oh no, he didn't. Never mind. Yeah, and they basically predict that Lupin's gonna come. He's gonna try to steal the golden statue, and they gotta fucking
Alright.
murder him.
I raise.
So before they can do that, Lupin's in Brazil, and they go to Brazil. I guess they can just go from Siberia to Brazil. And they fucking try to kill him, and then they
I
send
bet.
him a message or whatever, because then No, they kidnap Fujiko, and they try to burn her on a cross. They
Time to show
crucify
your
her and try to
honor.
burn her.
Can you beat me?
But he shows up in time. Then he needs to get the fuck away. But a whole
The
village
heavy
of
wins the hand.
hell-bent on killing him
This is
people
whole
chases
table of
him.
babies.
2 of which are his old rivals that he, I guess, didn't even know he has. Because they were just so insignificant that he didn't even fucking pay attention to them ever. Which is the ultimate insult. It's kind of like what Syndrome was in Invincible. No, The Incredibles. Remember? Because he was like Mr. Incredible,
This is
ignored
okay.
him all the time, and he eventually became
check.
evil. You know what? They started a fucking construction right outside of my window, and I can't even open my fucking windows in my
I am
kitchen.
betting.
I had to eat breakfast today in like complete fucking darkness, which was pretty funny. Yeah, and he, you know, finds out that the statue was fake and that they stole it, and it actually had like a chip in it that
Call
told them their
this
location,
baby
and so
bat.
they knew where the fuck they hid. They hid in
The
a
player
house.
has
Jigen and
a
Goyim
pair
are
of
getting shot at,
queens.
but Lupin pretends to blow himself up.
The heavy has a
And
pair
then he
of
finds the real
fours.
statue that was
The player
conveniently
wins the
hidden
hand.
where they happened to
Yeah.
be.
This is why I settle argument
blows
with
up
guns,
the whole
not
place.
lucky cards.
Which was kind of weird because he never. I don't think. Actually, no, he did talk over with everyone else what he's gonna do. Actually, I take that back. The statue wasn't in the same place that everyone
Okay,
else hid. He was in
I
a different
check.
place, but he found it. He like knocked out the. You know what's the weird part? So Lupin goes to steal the fucking golden statue.
I bet.
And he gets electrocuted because I guess he didn't foresee that the statue also has like a defense system around it because
I
it
am
was
betting.
just sitting in a cave. But he gets electrocuted, and one of the bad guys goes to like a panel and he turns the
I
electricity
am
up.
not betting,
But Lupin
but I
doesn't
do
die.
not quit.
What he does instead, he grabs the fucking bad guy and he electrocutes him too. So I don't know. They never explain
The
why
heavy
Lupin is immune
has
to electricity.
2 pair. The player has
Because he
pair of
just immediately
nines.
recovers,
The
steals the
heavy
fucking
wins
thing.
the hand.
My cards are
Disguised
better
as
than
one of the
yours.
cultists
Don't
goes.
cry. It is better to just hide in shame.
Yeah, maybe. He goes to the fucking place where his teammates are hiding. Oh shit. And that's nice. And he
I
fucking
do not know.
you know, I would be fucking horrible at poker. I fucking
I
get a hand
raise.
dealt and I'm just like, oh shit. That's awesome. Look how much fucking money he has. I'm gonna fucking take ages to knock him out, even with such good cards. Unless I fooled him into going all in right now, which I probably wouldn't. Yeah, and
This is not
he blows
much.
up the place, and they fucking escape in a bathtub. They like all hide in a bathtub, and they just like slide down a hill. And I guess no, that didn't. That happened in a
I
different
can
episode.
call your bet and buy sandwich.
I guess they just blow up the fucking cultists and they fucking jump on snowmobiles and just fucking get the fuck out of there. Well, at least Heavy referenced Sandwich. That's
I'm
nice.
putting you all in.
You guys remember Kitty, the Gary's Mod animator? That I remember he died. Of
What is
I think he
this?
died of cancer, and I remember that
The player
one day I
has
just like
a
every
pair of
animator I
aces.
was subscribed to on YouTube just like uploaded like a black and white video, and I was like,
heavy
what the
has
fuck happened?
king
What's
high.
going on?
The player
And I then
wins
later
the
found
hand.
out that this guy had
Horseshoe.
died that
The
day, and
blinds
everybody
are
made like
now
a tribute to
800,
him.
1600.
And I think last year it was when they did like an ultimate tribute to that guy, where his most famous animation was Team Fabulous 2, a Team Fortress 2 parody,
Yeah.
taking
Check.
place on the map Mario Kart, which is a really fun map to play on. It's not an official map, of course, but it's really fun to play on. Oh shit, did I get a fucking...
Check this.
Oh, if I got a 10. Yeah, and Or a 2, actually. Can you go with 2? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, really. Fucking you can get a straight from, like... Joker, King, Queen, Ace, N. Alright.
Alright. I
Joker,
check.
Queen, King, Ace, and then 2. I don't think it works in this game, but... When I was playing
I
poker,
bet.
that's the rules we went with. Yeah, and... The fuck I was talking about? Before I get distracted by my possible straights.
I am all in.
I don't know. And
Oh.
am I gonna lose?
The heavy has
Wouldn't wanna lose.
flush. The player has
Oh no.
flush.
Oh, I had a flush.
Don't you ultimately lose because you are so tiny?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm not very tiny heavy. I'm heavy. What the fuck I was talking about? Oh, what the fuck are they playing?
I am going
in the
to
background?
play
You hear
this
that?
one.
They play the EF2 music. Yeah, they do. I wonder what other music they were playing. I didn't pick up on that. That's awesome. The EF2 music came out on vinyls. It's just pretty fucking awesome.
I am betting.
Yakuza 0 soundtrack recently came out on vinyls, and if I had a vinyl player and collected vinyls, I would have totally fucking buy that. Maybe one day I'll fucking start doing that. Maybe one day if I ever get my own place. I kind of wanted to do that always, like...
It's free.
I think my dad at some point had a vinyl player, but he got rid of it, and I always was like, gosh, that's a shame. I wish he just gave it to me. But you know, back then I didn't fucking seem too interested in vinyls, but later I was like, oh fuck, I wish I still had it.
In Motherland, we quit when we are dead.
The heavy wins the hand.
I honestly forgot what the fuck I was talking about, and that's a shame because I fucking had something to say. Fuck. Oh yeah, I guess I was talking. No, that's not it.
I raise.
I forgot. The other episode, I kind of forgot what
I
the fuck it
promise.
was about.
If you fight me, it will not last long.
It had like a
I kill
scientist
quick,
who.
but not cleanly. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Heavy. I'm
The heavy wins the
Not bad.
hand.
I love this game.
in that episode. There's like a Lupin gets like it's a fucking weird episode. He gets like a feet infection. Apparently caused by
I am in.
Fujiko, which
I'm
I don't
ready
know
to
how the fuck
crush
that
baby man.
happened. Apparently she just gave him a bunch of socks as a gift and he just put them on and they had some kind of fucking weird like disease in them, and then he had like itchy feet. And then some scientist that was supposed to help Lupin told him that if he wants to get healed he needs to steal this ancient Egyptian powder, which he then tried to. And I guess with that powder, he trolled him. I wanted to say tricked him, but I said trolled him. Whatever. He trolled him
I
into
bet.
stealing it because what he actually wanted to do. Because at the beginning, there's like a fucking kind
I
of
will
a
show
gross
your
scene when the
honor.
doctor just
Can
like
you beat me?
takes some skin off of Lupin's foot, and I was like, what the fuck? Kind of way of beginning an episode is this? He does that, and I think he just wants to clone Lupin so that he can have a clone of
This is
Lupin
not
obedient
much.
to him that can steal riches for the scientist. See, in this episode I don't remember like nuances, like what the fuck happened, why did, like how he tried to do that.
The player has a straight. The heavy
I remember that
has
there was a moment where
pair
at
of
the end,
nines.
where
The player wins the hand.
Zenigata
I
showed up and he
lose?
tried to arrest Lupin, but
I
he
do
was
not
like
understand
constantly
this
being tricked into
burning I
some different
feel.
weird shit by him. They were like pretending like, oh, we're gonna gas the place, we're gonna fucking blow it up, and they didn't do any of that, but Zenigata was like just believing him for no reason. I thought Zenigata knew better, man.
Oh, I bet.
I got a pear. I got an apple. Apple, pear. I really wanted to remind myself what the fuck I was talking
I
about
am not
2 minutes
betting.
ago.
But I do not quit.
Some subject that I kind of liked. Speaking of Lupin, Season 4 came out in 2015. Season 5 came out in 2018.
Check.
So that would make a 3-year difference between these. And it's not our
The heavy
rule set in
has
stone or
ace
anything, but
high. The player has.
that means maybe
a pair of
this year
eights.
we might get
The
some kind
player
of
wins the
Lupin
hand.
Season
Who
6
gave you
announcement.
these cards?
And if so, I
The
hope
blinds are now 900.
they maybe change the look of the season a little bit, because that's what I liked in Lupin. Like the first season, due to financial limitations, probably has
I
a
will
very
play.
not very nice. I mean, it does look nice, but it kind of has like a,
I checked once. Not so much fun.
I don't know how to put it. You can kind of tell that the show's budget isn't super fucking high. And first of all, I kind of didn't
Praise.
disliked how season 4 and 5 Lupin looks the same, because in previous seasons
You
he
would
always
fight
looks
me?
different.
It is
He has
not
like a different
advisable.
jacket in each season to kind of distinguish which season this is from. But I guess what this could be is season 4 and 5. They're kind of like
I
maybe
bet
part of the same
all
story.
chips.
They're like, maybe that's the reason why he has the same jacket on. But then again, season 1 and 2 are kind of similar in their look. They don't have a continuous story or anything, but they look kind of the same. Season 2 looking slightly better.
Oh,
And Lupin has a
The
different
player
outfit in
has
both.
Two pair.
Kind of like, why
The
not
heavy
in these
has
ones? I
two
want to see him in a
pair.
purple suit,
The
or a
player
yellow one, or
wins
an
the
orange
hand.
one.
yeah. This is why
Some
I
kind of
settle
cyan
argument
one,
with
or like-
guns, not lucky cards.
Different one.
The player wins the tournament.
You are credit to team.
A brown one. I don't know. Congratulations, I unlocked a gun I already had before. And that's the end of the episode. So see you fellas in the next episode. Bye.